What is up, YouTube? Bobbles and Ball Cards back with another video. Hope you're all doing well out there. It is Wednesday, December 28th. We are in between the two holiday weekends. Obviously, we just got through Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, and we're rolling right along into New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. Going to bring in 2023 with a bang. I hope you're all doing well. Hope your week's been great. I wanted to get on I showed my pickups, my favorite pickups and stuff. Thought it would be fun to start talking about, like, what are my plans for 2023? It's never too early to plan. And I'm going to talk about tonight football. It's something I don't talk a lot about, but it's not something that I go hog wild in, but it is something that I do. I don't follow the sport as much as I used to. But it was a sport that weighed, close to my heart growing up. I played football more than I did any other sport, honestly. Football and baseball was pretty close in years played. But in high school, a little funny story if you haven't ever heard this. I don't know if I shared this on the channel itself. But I played football throughout high school. And I really should have played baseball. It was the sport I was by far the best in. But I was too chicken to try out for the baseball team because they said that, in tryouts you had to run 2 miles. And I'm thinking, look, I'm not a distance runner. Why the hell do I have to run 2 miles for baseball? The base paths are 90 feet. Why do I need to run 2 miles? And so, the stubbornness inside of me was like, I'm not doing this. I can't run 2 miles. I wasn't good at running long distance. Short distance, 40-yard dash, let me do it. 100-yard dash, let me do it. 2 miles, not my thing. So I never did try out for baseball in high school, sadly enough, because it was a sport that I excelled the most at. But I did play football a lot, in both as a child in youth league and then throughout high school. And the position I played was wide receiver. So I actually had this discussion with somebody earlier. There's a lot of great wide receivers out there. Many of whom are very cheap to obtain. And, I've told the story about, getting to meet Larry Fitzgerald and hanging out with him and having dinner and stuff. I talked about, Ocho. Wide receivers has always been a position that I really enjoy. In fact, had to give a shout out to the GOAT, Jerry Rice, my senior year. And that's what number I wore, was number 80. So, there's some things that I do look at and enjoy in football, and wide receivers are one thing. Another thing is obviously my Baltimore Ravens, and I've kind of secretly, quietly, silently been picking up. This is the roster from the last Super Bowl. That Super Bowl was very memorable. I had moved over here to Virginia, back over here in 2012. And me and the missus were together. We watched the playoffs, that 2012/13 Super Bowl year. And I still remember when Flacco threw that deep ball against the Denver Broncos, that basically the Hail Mary to Jacoby Jones, and scored that touchdown. I high-fived her, like, no joke, so hard that her engagement ring, like, flew off her hand. So, one of those things, like, never forget memories. It was just an awesome thing to witness that. Kind of like same deal with the Nationals, when they kind of overcome every obstacle throughout the playoffs. The Ravens had a terrible, terrible path of matchups in that 2012/13 playoffs. And, then they entered the Super Bowl going against, of all teams, the 49ers, who had never lost in a Super Bowl. So, and I was never a big Joe Flacco fan, but dude stepped up. He had a hell of a playoff run. He got paid, and then he hasn't done anything since. But that's neither here nor there. There was so many things that happened during that season, during those playoffs. So I have been working on accumulating some of the guys, some of the key significant guys from at least this playoff team. Now, there's some other guys that I've liked over the years with the Ravens that I've, been putting stuff together and building. I showed you all the Ray Lewis binder I put together and stuff. But there's some others, that may not have been on specifically this team, but I like the players. Also, guys outside of just the Ravens. I picked up that Ocho Chrome Refractor recently. Showed you guys that. Picked it up, sent it in, got it graded. If you didn't see on Instagram, here is a very key piece, obviously, on that Ravens Super Bowl team. Just recently got in the mail a Contenders Ed Reed rookie ticket auto. Very happy to have this. So I've been kind of under the radar, and I've been using ComC a bit. I kind of mentioned that a little bit. Been using them. Every so often, I will go through and hunt down something I really enjoy is the Contenders. I've been looking at a few other things. I don't want to give all my secrets away, but I've been putting things on my lists, watching them, making a play if it makes sense. I missed out on a Chad Johnson rookie ticket last night. Kind of pissed me off, but anyway, in 2023, I am going to sprinkle in more football. I'm not going to sit here and say that I am doing it in terms of an investment or any. I don't want to pull your chain on that, but I am. Even though I'm not watching the game as closely as I used to, it's still something that had a piece of my interest. I had a love for the game for a long time, and obviously, again, like I said earlier, I played the game a lot. So it's something that is attracting me again for players that I've enjoyed watching, even players I've met. There's a lot of Bengals players that I've met. They were awesome dudes. I'll tell you, just a quick story. Ray Malaluga, he was a middle linebacker for the Cincinnati Bengals. You probably would have never noticed this or would have even thought of this, because, he was a middle linebacker, tough player, really good player, came out of USC. He was one of the biggest jokesters I've ever met, as far as athletes and stuff. Dude loved joking around, making people laugh, smile. It put a smile on his face. So there's some players out there that may not be on everybody's radar, you might not think about, but are cool guys to me. And I might start working more towards those guys in 2023 and just having fun again. We'll see where things lead. It could lead to me back into collecting a little bit more football. I don't know. But definitely I've been trying to work on this list here. I'll tell you, a guy right here, Ray Rice, just to throw this out here, his Contenders auto, even all of his rookie stuff, honestly, for what he did, it surprises me the prices that his stuff is still at. I thought he would be like the cheapest guy on this list, and believe it or not, his stuff is still pretty pricey. So, well, not like unattainable, but pricier than I expected. So, but anyway, guys, I just wanted to get on and share that a little bit. I am under the radar doing some football stuff, and you might see more of that on the channel in 2023. We'll see how it goes. But I hope you all have a wonderful Wednesday night. As always, stay safe, stay healthy, and until the next video, I'm out.